All right. Everybody, welcome. This is the Teen Music Maker Showdown 2022 award celebration. We are so excited to have all of you here tonight. We have a bunch of great announcements, a bunch of great surprises. But first, we're going to introduce ourselves. So, first, let's get into Ritse. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Although, did you introduce yourself? I might have missed it.
I actually didn't. You know what? I didn't. My
Don't
name
want
is
to.
Red.
Right.
Yeah, my name is Red Shades. Everybody, I am a hip hop artist and youth mentor here in the city, and I'm so excited. That's why I forgot to introduce myself. I can't wait to get started. And Riche, let's take it away.
All right. All right. It's a very exciting time. Thank you much. I'm Ritse Adefolalu, and I am the youth librarian at the Lower Mills branch of the Boston Public Library. Let me pass it on to Tony.
What's going on, everybody? It is Hamstank here. I'm coming at you live from Stank Factory Recordings. I am a record producer. I was also one of the judges, and I'll just say that I had a very fun time listening to these songs this year.
Yes, this was like some stiff competition. Everybody was great. I loved it. And before we get started, we're going to get into a bit of housekeeping. And Riche, I'll let you explain that for everybody in the audience.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, as you've heard, a ton of amazing submissions, and we're happy to say we got more than last year, which was one of our big goals. So props to y'all for sending those in. There is one thing though, not all of those submissions were eligible, didn't quite meet the requirements that we set up for the contest, unfortunately. You know, we wanted to keep things PG-13, no cursing, no violence, yada, yada. So we do want to urge, of course, we're going to be back again next year. So you'll have another chance. And please, please do your very best to read those directions as closely as possible, because we don't want to disqualify anybody. We want to have all of your music getting an equal chance to win this prize, win these prizes.
Yes, and speaking of prizes, we have a huge goodie bag. This goodie bag is going to include a backpack, earbuds. We're even going to have a USB stick mini amplifier. And of course, what everybody wanted to know, the top three also get a 1K prize, $500 and $250. And then the top 10 also gets to do commissions for the BPL, and they get $100 for that as well. And we also added a little special prize in there as well. There is headphones for the top three winners from Master and Dynamics. And there's some really good headphones too. And for all you artists and creators out there, headphones come in handy. So you're really going to make sure that you use those. And I know you're going to appreciate them as well. And we're going to also give you some studio time. We're going to give you a gift card with studio hours for the Record Co. If you haven't heard of the Record Co., it's a great, great venue and location in Boston that supports artists where you can rehearse, record music, get consultation, all of that. And you have consultation from the one and only Tony Hamstank, who is here and who I will let give you a brief overview of how he's going to support. All right, let's get into it.
Thanks for that. And that's the beauty of the session that we're gonna have is, as a record producer, my job is to help the artist in any way possible, and so I'm here to benefit you during these sessions. So whether you just want to record vocals using some fancy high-end equipment, we could do that. You want to make a song from scratch, we could do that. You're working on a song, but you want to hear what it sounds like on a big grand piano, we could do that. You have friends that play music and you want to have them on your songs, they come in that day, and you guessed it, we can do that. So I'm here to help with whatever you're trying to do, and that could be anything musically.
Is awesome. And I can't wait to see what transpires once that happens and when we announce all the winners. And speaking of that, we had winners last year and performers. We had top 10. And luckily this year, they will be giving us some performances, which I can't wait to see. I know all of us are excited to see that. And that's just a testament of how you can still have a relationship with the BPL long after this competition. So there's no telling what you can do and what you can create. And again, like I mentioned earlier, we will have a special announcement later in the show. So make sure you stick around, tune in for that. Get your parents to come, get your friends to come, and make sure you share this on all the socials. So we're going to introduce last year's fifth place winner, Calder, and he's going to be performing a medley of his fifth place track called Flying and his commission called Wonder. Hey everybody, we are back at the 2022 Teen Music Maker Showdown Award celebration, which is my favorite. I'm so honored to be here. And for those who are just tuning in, I am one of your hosts, Red Shaydez, and I'm also accompanied by Ritse and Tony Hamstank. And you just seen a performance from last year's top 10 winner, and it was his fifth place song called Flying, and we also heard Wonder as well. So we want to give a big thank you to Calder. I hope to work with you in the future. It was awesome. It was amazing. But now for the moment that you've all been waiting for, we're going to get into announcing the top 10. So listen, I wish we could get a little drum roll. So coming in at number 10 is Braun Beats with their track Lit at the Wedding.
10.
What's up, everybody? Again, I'm your girl, Red Shaydez, and we are back. That was number 10, Braun Beats, Lit at the Wedding. That was such a fire track and instrumental, and I'll tell you why. Like, as soon as I heard it, I could picture everybody at a wedding celebration instantly. It made me visualize the atmosphere. It made me dance. It made me like rewind the track. I remember listening to the submission and I was like, wait, I've never heard anything like this. It's like 3 different genres in one. It's like very cultural. So I really appreciated this track. What about you, Ritse and Tony?
Definitely agree, especially on the cultural note. The way that that beat has like kind of that Afro beat feel going with it, but it's also got this violin a little bit classical. I mean, it just was a beautiful, beautiful blend. Anything from you, Hamstank, on that?
Say it did sound like it was a very lit wedding.
Yes, yes, it did. So thank you for giving me your feedback. And without further ado, we are going to get into number 9. So coming in at number 9 is a track called Lavish. And I remember this track because I really, really appreciate it. It's like a new school, modern rap type of track, but it has melodies in it as well. And it's very catchy. So I don't want to spoil it. Coming in at number 9 is Trader Icon with Lavish.
Nine.
I'm not, but my life is novel. My life is novel. In the back of the Benz with a rose gold model. With a rose gold model. Too many places where I gotta travel. Too many riches that I gotta saddle. Driving Boutons might need me a paddle. Me and Ben Frank gon' live in the castle. But I'm living lavish. One of my words could give me impossible. Shoot for the stars like I play for the Mavericks. Riding hoes like Polo and Dallas. They call me lavish. Drinking my hand like holding a chalice. Trolls are around, so I wonder with Alice. No more wish for a day when I'm blowing out candles. Cause that's a wedding ring. Mary chandelier, diamonds like a Louis King. Stepping with Dior, I can hear it whispering. I'm like a flashlight, Michael Jackson glove just glimmering. From apartments to mansions, magic carpets and landings. Niggas switch the flow, that's when they broke, I'm feeling abandoned. I'm the king of the throne, might call me a gourmet watching the kings on. I'm flowing bars like Back to the Future with flying cars. Or maybe a school fit kiss scars. I'm praying the Buddha say yes, Sarge. Call me the recruiter. Aladdin genie made me feel like a ruler. Magic diamond, Jack Frost to the jewel. Think of the bag, yeah, I get sooner. Big Ben Frank laying down in the cooler. I'm not, but my life is novel. My life is novel. In the back of the Benz with a rose gold model. With a rose gold model. Too many places where I gotta travel. Too many riches that I gotta saddle. Driving Boutons might need me a paddle. Me and Ben Frank gon' live in the castle. But I'm living lavish. One of my words could give me impossible. Shoot for the stars like I play for the Mavericks. Riding hoes like Polo and Dallas. They call me lavish, drinking my hand like holding a chalice. Trolls are around, so I wonder with Alice. No more wish for a day when I'm blowing out candles. Cause that's a wedding ring. Mary chandelier, diamonds like a Louis King. Stepping with Dior, I can hear her whispering. I'm like a flashlight, Michael Jackson glove, just glimmering.
All right, everybody. That was Trader Icon with Lavish. And again, like I said, that was a dope melodic track. Thank you for submitting that. And congratulations for making the top 10. So next, we're going to switch gears a little bit. I'm very excited to announce that we're going to have a performance from this duo called The Loop. And if you were involved with our ceremony last year, you will remember that The Loop won first place with their track called Affirmations. And this year, we get a performance from them. It's such a dope song, radio ready. I still play it till this day. So without further ado, we're going to get into The Loop, Affirmations.
You don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love. Never ever stop me, you will never ever top me. I will never let you stop my movement, no. Stop my movement, no, stop my movement, no. Never ever stop me, you will never ever top me. I will never let you stop my movement, no. I am the greatest, I am amazing, I am a legend. Roskin's a blessing, blessing. Come join the quest in love. I am the greatest, I am amazing, I am a legend. Roskin's a blessing, blessing. Come join the quest in love. I said moving on, can't take me down, take me down. Moving on, can't take me down. I said moving on, can't take me down, take me down. Moving on, can't take me down. You couldn't take me down if you wanted to. Cause even when I'm down, my self-love is full. I'm really good, sometimes misunderstood. My heart has seen it all, can't knock me cause I'm strong. My mind is marvelous, confidence is my countenance, keeping me right on top of it. You best believe I'll never quit. And when it's tough, I remember what I made of. I'm a queen, best believe I got a whole lot of self-love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Self-love is the best love. Tired of hearing the song myself.
All right. Hope y'all enjoyed that amazing live performance we got from The Loop. Such a treat to be able to actually see them perform that in person. Next up, we've got another track from this year's contest. We're going to be bringing in our number 8, which is definitely one of my favorites. Another beat, and I want to encourage you to just listen closely because even though, it's kind of how beats have a cycle to them, but each cycle, you're going to hear something new and new and new. So make sure you are paying full attention. This is going to be Stony Brook's Grandfather Clock. Eight. All right, so we just heard Grandfather Clock. I hope everybody caught. I mean, you can't catch all of it the first time around. I mean, the number of ideas coming, you think there can't be any more. But then there is. I mean, anyone else want to say what their thoughts were on that track?
Well, I remember Stony Brook came into one of the workshops, and they were just looking for thoughts about this song. And I remember putting on those headphones and being absolutely blown away with the quality of this song. The everything from the ideas that you were mentioning, how they developed, and even the mix, it's so polished. Just a really well-made song.
Yes, I love that song as well. It took me to a lot of places visually. If you can't tell by now, when I listen to songs, I like to close my eyes and see where it takes me. So kudos to Stony Brook for creating that, and dope name all around. Dope title name and dope artist name.
Yes, just dope, dope, dope. Masterclass in like how to build. On a similar note, we've got another beat coming up that does a very good job of the same thing. This is going to be 2 switch ups, and it's coming to us from Edith Goliath. So I hope y'all enjoy our number 7 track.
Seven.
All right. That was our number 7, 2 switch ups. I feel like I heard 2, 3, 4. I don't even know how many switch ups with that. That was straight fire. Any other thoughts on that track?
Talk about a journey. 2 switch ups. Like you said, Rishay, that was more. I was like, look, listen to the breakdown in this song. Like, who are these producers, these creators? Like, I definitely want to talk to a lot of them after this ceremony. It was just a wonderful record. So I would love to hear way more.
Full agreement, full agreement. All right, so next up, we have another special treat. We're going to take another little break from the top 10 of this year and revisit our number 2 winner from last year, Nayeli, and her track, which was actually my favorite track from last year, full disclosure. So we're going to get to enjoy an amazing live performance she did for us of Infinity. So y'all, get ready for that.
You good things. I wish you good. I wish you good things. I wish you good. I never felt that before. The same call over and over broke down the door. Shut my eyes, true dark skies to not see anymore. To no surprise, in my dreams restored. What really is for sure. The only promise is self-assurance. If I hold my own hand, I can perseverance. There has to be magic in solidarity. I wish you understanding, but never complacency. Showing up with my full splendor, shining under pressure, all to become a diamond. Showing up with my drive, no ignition, making my fairy tales realistic fiction. One day at a time in infinity, where I believe in possibilities. Let it be. One day at a time, oh, one day at a time. I'm on that low key shining, on that low key finding what's for me you can't take from me. I live life abundantly. On that low key finding collapsing stars, becoming the sky. I can't fall apart, no. We can't fall apart, no. You can come on wings, I'll still rise above. God got it, I can fly above. Oh, you can burn my garden, I'll still bloom. You can cut the flowers, we're still in the roots. Oh, this is a pick you up, this is a pick me up. There's winning in the daily, please stand up. How can you not, how can we not? 'Cause one day at a time in infinity, where I believe in possibilities. Taking steps to learn to let it be, let it be. One day at a time, oh, one day at a time in infinity, where I believe in possibilities.
That was incredible. Nayeli absolutely kills it. Just this confidence in the energy is just infectious. What'd y'all think of that?
Amazing. I have no words. This was one of my favorite tracks from last year as well, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. Amazing.
Right. I mean, everything I said last year, just multiply it by 10. Still getting, as you said, that confidence, getting the SZA vibes, getting some jazzy vibes, and being able to see all of that in person. Amazing. Amazing. Over to you, Tony.
So back to this contest. This next song is extremely lush and textured. It just feels alive. I'm just going to say that velvet is the right word to describe this song. At number 6, we have Velvet Skies by Sazu.
Six.
Didn't I tell y'all that it was Velvet? Wonderful song. For the next song, we have a song that with a vocal delivery that packs a punch with its cadence and its flow while still being smooth as butter. At number 5, we have El Dorado by Dalen.
Five.
My life hasn't been a thrill yet. I'm just starting. You know, most people get off the porch at my age. Well, I just got off the porch. Man, but we gon' keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta really do what you do to turn these dreams into reality. D2R, baby. Welcome. Listen, okay, what lies behind the lines? The time to reach this destination, sooner come to I. The time that comes with the spaces, sooner come to mine. I'm trying to feel this pressure, so I move beyond the time. It's that pit no pressure. Pit no pressure, the glass shatters as I climb the ladder. Cinderella, and I've always been down for whatever. Don't fit nothing, but I hear something screaming, do whatever. Do whatever, do whatever. Screaming, do whatever, do whatever, Look, but mama start stressing when that taxes hit. But now I'm living lavish like I was running Nazareth. Swimming in the pool, golden balloons and some palaces. Money speak its own language, I might have to learn Arabic. I'ma start some smashing hits, better than some fasting licks. So Sprite Team Tino passing clips, there's nothing that the past could fix. Now they was passing splits, rather than pass it by the pacifists. I'm the star on these lines, they sit with me, the asterisks. Some life, getting busy in the city, swerving potholes. But we shared the heat, no receipt, we split in nachos. We just move up on the 5th, passing breaks, it is at Narcos. All about the money and the cheese and the guapo. Singing symphonies in the tree, it's not a typo. But I'm the golden in my city, El Dorado. A mirror on the jeans before I was rocking Costco. Wanted to be just like the twins, want to be just like Pablo and Blanco. But I'm the golden in my city, El Dorado. Listen, okay, what lies behind the lines? The time to reach this destination, sooner come to I. The time that comes with the spaces, sooner come to mine. I'm trying to feel this pressure, so I move beyond the time. It's that pit no pressure, pit no pressure. The glass shatters as I climb the ladder. Cinderella, and I've always been down for whatever. Don't fit nothing, but I hear something screaming, do whatever.
What an awesome song. Ritse, got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. I mean, the way we were talking about confidence earlier with Nayeli, the confidence of that delivery. I mean, a lot of times, especially younger, you can tell in somebody's flow or even just when they're talking, when they're not fully, feeling it, but you can obviously tell this is someone who believes every word that's coming out of their mouth. And it sounds smooth as butter, just like you said. Red, anything?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything both of you just said. I mean, it just put me in the mind of a Lupe Fiasco track. I see somebody in the audience mention Sing About Me Kendrick by Kendrick Lamar, which is that's probably my favorite track by him. And it definitely did. It was like, just flowing with it, and it was so smooth. So, kudos. I can't wait to hear more from you as well. So thank you for submitting to this contest.
Absolutely. And that's honestly what I tell everybody that I work with. in the booth, the audience doesn't care what you look like. They don't care about anything except for how it's going to come out. So like when you get in that booth, when you're recording, you got to like pretend that you're the most confident, greatest thing that's ever existed, and let that come out through your music. Definitely leave that attitude in the booth though, but bring that attitude in there. So next up, we got our number 5 winner, and it was the only live submission. And it features incredibly tight instrumentation. I skipped a step. We're going to one of last year's winners, and then I'll be back to talk about number 5. So from last year, I will introduce Jamie Glover.
There's something about the way you interrupt my day, 'cause I can't get my mind off you. And the way you run the game, it makes me wanna stay. 'Cause girl, you've got me captivated, can I say that? Just can't let you go. No, no. No, no. No, no. I just can't let you go. No, no. No, no. Just can't do it. You're my angel in disguise, the apple of my eye. And when you're here, there's nothing I can do but put in all I can to make you understand. It's pretty simple. There's no one like you. If we run away together, would anybody know? Or would the only thing that cross our minds be where to go? If we run away together, I gotta know why you're standing by while I get closer and closer and closer to you. You didn't need to try to walk into my life, 'cause when I saw you, I just knew I couldn't live without you. Let me lay it out for you, so you don't get it twisted. There's something special going on with you and me. It's the way I feel when your body's next to mine. It's the way you heal everything that's on my mind. Way I feel when you're giving me all I'm asking for. It's the way. It's the way. The way, 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 the way. Whoa, it's the way I feel when your body's next to mine. It's the way you heal everything that's on my mind.
And that was Jamie Glover, absolutely crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. And so our next one, I said number 5 earlier, but it's number 4. I'm just all mixed up right now because all this music is taking all my thoughts. So at number 4, we have our only live submission ever. And it's one that features incredibly tight instrumentation between guitars, drum, and the bass. And on top of the tight instrumentation, we've got a killer vocal performance. And I'll tell you right now, this is a band that I'll closely be following. So at number 5, we have Lay Down by Uma. Number 4, we have Lay Down by Uma Thurmos.
Four.
What's up, everybody? This is Red Shaydez, and that was Uma Thurmos with Lay Down. Way to stand out. Way to have a track unlike anything else on this list. This is so dope. Thank you for sending that. And I want to let you all know that we're almost at the top 3, okay? We got to get a drum roll. I'm so excited to announce those. But before we get into that, we have two more performances to show before the top three. And we're going to get into Nayeli, who made an amazing Spanish song for her commission, and it's called Stellar, and we're going to see it live.
Ya me dio igual, me pierdo como en la luz fugaz. Oh, 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 oh. No hay que buscarme, ya me elevé. Luna adornada con dulces y miel. Bailo con nubes, la lluvia amé. Porque dile, porque los tiempos cambian, eso pasa. Tú me quieres, eso pasa. El amor me retrasa. Me arrepiento pero no regreso. Sube y bajas con mi juego. Las promesas yo las suelto y se van con el viento. Las emociones son como las olas, arriba hasta que estemos en ondas. Me pongo bella y la vida me sigue. Miro al cielo, me habla y me dice: ama tus heridas en los días grises. Pon acción con lo que dices. La luz eres tú, luz fugaz, ¿y qué esperas tú? Oh, 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 oh,
All right. And there we had Nayeli once again. I mean, y'all already know how much we love Nayeli, so I don't even have to say it again. Okay, so now we're getting back into the winners for this year, and we are getting into the prizes. For those of you who may have just joined us recently, this is, of course, the Teen Music Maker Contest number 2. And for these top 3 winners, we have prizes of $250 for third place, who is coming up. All top 10 who we've been hearing are going to have a opportunity, or they're going to have an opportunity, yes, to make another song as a commission for the Boston Public Library. And the top 3 are also all going to get studio time at the record company and studio time with our very own producer, Hamstank. So that's just a quick review of what's at stake, what all these great, amazing young people are going to be getting. So without further ado, at number 3, an amazing song. If you've ever experienced heartbreak, I think you're going to relate to this. This is Vinny and Cooney with Autumn by Then.
Three.
I have noticed it's hard to find who turned out the lights on me. I think it was you. 'Cause you left without saying goodbye. There was no room to fight for you, and I think you knew that too. But you snuck a note for me into my car. You did it right before you left. I didn't read it for a month, but it was autumn by You said it took all summer long, or at least that's what it read. It hurt too much to say goodbye, but it was autumn by then. Summer's fun till it has to end, life as you know it with it. But it's your fault too. The leaves on the trees would take a leap, something you won't do for me. Can you find your bravery? The seasons change 4 times a year, but people shouldn't be the same. But you snuck a note from me into my car. You did it right before you left. I didn't read it for a month, but it was autumn by then. You said it took all summer long, or at least that's what it read. It hurt too much to say goodbye, but it was autumn by then. Oh, how long do I have to wait for answers? I've read between every line. For you, my dear, I hope the end is near. So why couldn't you say goodbye? The note you left for me inside my car spilled secrets from the months before. The memories brought back so much. I saw the waves crashing the shore. I stood there on the dunes, reflecting on how winter changed the waves.
What's up, everybody? We are back. And I have the pleasure of introducing the second prize, which is $500. So coming in at number 2 is Jassiel with They Don't Wanna See Us Together. One of my favorites.
Two.
Que no
Y'all, I just want you to look at my face really quick. That's the face of me finding out that they also produced the beat themselves as well. Just beautifully made, perfectly done. Good use of space, good use of time, good use of the drops. Truly incredible. I also wanted to go back to Vivian Cooney's Autumn by Then track, which hit me right in the feels. I will say, I got a little teary when I first heard it, and every time I hear it, I still do. It's so powerful, it's so simple, but it's so poignant. It just really hits.
It sure does. You know what? The competition is just so stiff this year. I know it was super hard to choose only 10. I know it was for me. But before we get into, the grand shebang, we do have another beautiful performance from the Loop. And it's their commission performance, and it's called Be Free. So make sure you tune into this. And once we come back, we will announce the grand prize winner.
So free right now. My mind's free. I wanna be free. I wanna live free. Now that my mind's so me right now. Living in a fragile state. You're heavy-hearted, broken-minded. Gotta carry the weight. Know this pain. Been excruciating. I know you've been losing patience, but what you need is to be free. Leave your soul up all the grief. Don't be scared to free yourself. Clear your mind from what holds you back. Be free. I feel so free right now. Now that my mind's free. You know that you don't have to stay the same. You can just change your ways. Open your mind to change. Oh, be who you are. Stop all the shields and trying to hide all your flaws. Just open your heart. Don't be scared to free yourself. Clear your mind from what holds you back. Be free, 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 be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Oh.
What's up, everybody? Again, I go by the name of Red Shaydez, and you just watched the wonderful performance, Be Free, by none other than the talented duo right here from Boston, The Loop. And we have them here today right now as special guests. We'll be able to talk about their wonderful experience both last year and this year. They also were able to be judges. And then we are going to announce the top grand prize winner. So the Loop, how are you?
We're doing great. Good to be awesome here. To be here. It's been such a amazing experience getting having the opportunity to hear all these different people and their talents. So we're really excited to announce their winner. So yes.
Yeah. Can you talk to us a little bit about how it was to be on the back end this time around? Last year, you were a participant and you submitted and won. And this year, not only were you able to perform, but you were able to judge as well. How was that for the both of you?
I think for me, my favorite part had to be judging, listening to all the amazing music, all the different artists, just hearing all the different creativity, knowing that some people would write their songs and produce their own tracks. I feel like that was really amazing, like just hearing that. But I can say I did really enjoy my experience last year as well, just being a participant, the anticipation of knowing like if we won or not, hearing other people as well. It was just a really great experience all around for me. I would say that, like she said, the different thing was like, it wasn't as much like suspense this year because obviously we were judging last year. It was like, are we going to win? Are we even going to make it to the top 10? Like all of those different type of thoughts were going through our heads. But this year it was like we were behind the scenes, like picking and listening and being able to like make the decision. So it was kind of cool to be able to be on both sides and see like both perspectives. I enjoy the behind the scenes though. I do.
You do? Yeah. I'm so glad that both of you got that opportunity. We love having you and we love your work. And I think, I'm about to announce a surprise. There's a big surprise that we wanted to let everybody know. Nobody knew this, but you guys get to win like about 7 hours worth of free studio time at the Record Co. to record whatever you want. And you also get consultation with Tony Hamstank. So make sure you utilize that because Tony is awesome, knows everything about mixing, audio production, and I'm sure that you all will be able to make great creations. So how do you feel about that surprise?
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. That really sounds amazing, and I know we're going to have a ball. We'll probably, if we can do it this summer, that would be great, but I like to even be granted to use the studio and be in a studio like that is a blessing for real. So studio time is not cheap. So this is a really great thing for us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many people from the city that record at the Record Co. So who knows who you'll be able to meet. But let's get into the moment that we've all been waiting for. I'm like twiddling my thumbs. I'm so excited.
Which I could be like, drum roll, please.
Yeah, drum roll. Can we get the audience some hand claps? But without further ado, it is an honor for me to allow the Loop to introduce the first place track, the grand prize winner.
Woo, woo, woo. So this is what I want to say about this track. When I first heard the song, I was blown away by the creation, the lyrics, the meaning. I see this song being played in like a movie. Like it gives me like futuristic, it gives me that type of vibe. It's very like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, it's very futuristic. I love the different elements and the different harmonies and the different way that this person uses their voice to like make the song. It's really dope. Like I'm so excited for you guys to hear it and to announce like who the person and who the song is because it's really dope. Definitely. Something I want to say, I think the main thing for me would just have to be the message. I feel like the message of this song is really something that I feel like isn't talked about enough. I feel like it's very deeply embedded in a lot of communities. And I feel like this person did a really good job just kind of making it known, making it understood, making it like something that can just be, portrayed through art. I really love the music behind, the words and everything. I feel like it kind of keeps me on my toes. I feel like I'm just listening, like I'm wondering what's going on. I'm not going to give a key phrase in the song just yet, but there's a phrase that really kind of sets that in for me. So
I
without
think I know
further
what you're
ado,
talking about. Yeah.
without further ado, the number one winner is Macho Man by Divine. Woo! Play that track.
One.
I decide to expose my fingers, and then you try to kiss my hand. The taste is tangy cause I was nervous. The blood would flow through my glands. But did you know? 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 So fake it made but just fake it. Cause it's not enough for you, woman. So appalled, you realize you had misjudged it. Everything you thought was a good plan. Did you know? 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 Hold together, new insecurities, kill your mind. Demons creeping up, intrusive thoughts will waste your time. Not forgetting, let it all out, tell the people how it feels. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Wow. Just wow. For everybody tuning in, just look at the feedback in the audience. This was the number one song, Macho Man by Divine. Everything was created by Divine herself. Yes, herself. So I'm just like, I'm overly excited. Congratulations. I know we have some feedback from Ritse and Tony Hamstank. So let's get right into it. What did you guys think about this number one selection?
I thought it was incredible. I thought it sounded like an artist that had a vision, they had an idea, they had an aesthetic in mind, and they had the means to make the music to match what their actual voice was trying to convey, and everything fit together so nicely. And it was a well earned, well deserved first place win.
Yeah, it was the arrangement for me. The way the vocals were stacked and layered. I'm like, who does this? Who I don't even know if I knew that at that age. Like, you know?
Yeah, and you're totally right. I feel like that's an instinct thing. Like their voice just sat so nicely within the instrumentation, and everything else kind of like came in around it. It's rare to find artists that know what they want so clearly.
Yes.
Especially with such a distinct sound, the way that it's kind of haunting a bit, the way that it has this mood that just is palpable with it. Honestly, it reminded me a little bit of the music that Tessa Thompson did in the Creed movie. I don't know if y'all remember those. Like, those songs were very cool and like very hip and like so much unique sound coming through with it. And this honestly had a lot of that same vibe and a lot of that same maturity and just finished quality about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like the Loop mentioned earlier, it's definitely a scene in the movie, like the climax. Something's happening, action. Like I can see a lot going down. So just thank you so much, Divine, for submitting Macho Man. Congratulations again. I want to thank everybody, all of the people that submitted, all of the teams statewide for submitting your tracks, for being brave enough to do so, for showcasing your wonderful talent. I hope that you continue to keep this relationship with all of us here and the BPL, and make sure you watch out for your swag bags. Again, there's a bunch of nice goodies in there, and the top 10s will be contacted early next week about the next steps. So make sure you are paying attention to your emails. And you can email musicmaker@bpl.org with any of your questions. And before we end this wonderful award ceremony, do we have any final comments from the wonderful Ritse and Tony Hamstank?
Oh, well, thank you so much. Wonderful Red Shades. Just again, thank you to all the teens. There was so much amazing music. As we said, we wish we could play all of it here, but you can also hear all of it. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, the BPL Teen Services. So if you want to listen to every single qualifying track that was submitted, you can do that. And you can also watch all those live performances too. So I really, really, really advise you to do it because it'll be well worth your time.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, and I just want to thank you, Red Shades, and Ritse, and Chris behind the scenes for putting this together. And y'all are awesome. Great people to collaborate with. And everybody that submit, like, truly, I'm so blown away and I'm so impressed. And y'all really give me hope for the future of the Boston, Massachusetts music scene. Because if this is like the caliber of stuff you're making now, I can't even imagine 10 years from now the stuff that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you both so much for giving us your final comments. You know, it's just wonderful to hear how floored we all were. And until next time, for the next Teen Music Maker Showdown, we are going to say goodbye for now. And because it was so great, we are going to hear one last time Macho Man by Divine, the #1 grand prize winner. Good night.
I decide to expose my fingers, and then you try to kiss my hand. The taste is tangy cause I was nervous. The blood would flow through my glands. But did you know? 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 So fake it made, but just fake it. Cause it's not enough for you, woman. So appalled, you realize you had misjudged it. Everything you thought was a good plan. Did you know? 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 Hold together, new insecurities, kill your mind. Demons creeping up, intrusive thoughts will waste your time. Not forget it, let it all out, tell the people how it feels. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
you.